2, 3, 4!
Welcome to Cog Talk, a podcast brought to you by Cogstop Productions, home of podcasts, tabletop, and geek talk. 12 Years Hollow, the Cog Talk theme, is written and performed by Bearghost. To listen to this track and more, check out www.facebook.com/BearGhostAttacks. Hi, welcome to Cog Talk, a Cogstop Productions podcast. I'm Patrick.
I'm Josh.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Patrick.
Damn it, that joke has already been done, sir. You're too late. You lose.
Well, I can't say I'm Rob because there's like 16 of them involved in this.
You're big dick prop.
Oh, yeah. I'm BDR.
BDR. Today we're doing our first video podcast.
Woo!
So for those watching on YouTube, welcome. And you can see behind the veil of lies. By the way, for those that are not watching on YouTube, we are recording from Alderaan.
Yes.
Yes.
And we're also beautiful.
Yes, and we're totally handsome in shape.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and it doesn't look like we're all very hungry for whatever's happening after the podcast. Princess Leia is missing, but I think everything's gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
So it's all gonna work out.
We trust in her.
Yeah, she's gonna do well.
She's got a good head on her shoulder.
Yep. And let's talk about that ass.
Just cut to Sai going like this.
Yeah, just I'm actually going to edit that in. So I have been balls to the wall fucking busy. I assume that one of you guys have been watching something on this San Diego ComiCon. What's happening?
I would hope that because you're the busy one, everyone else here should have seen something. It was something about Comic-Con.
I would hope
It
so.
happened.
Yeah, yes, it did happen.
I have no faith in my co-hosts.
Come on, this is like nerd mecca. Nothing?
Not a
No,
damn
I've
thing.
actually been paying a little bit of attention
Okay.
to it.
I paid zero attention.
So obviously the big thing that they put out was
My dick.
That was
The-
just resignation.
the Batman versus Superman teaser. Or Superman. I don't know who's first. Superman, Batman. It's Batman?
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't have a movie in this series yet.
It's because they instinctively know he's better.
That's true. But it's Ben Affleck, so watch yourself.
Yeah.
We just need Matt Damon as Robin.
No.
I'm Robin.
No.
So it's a whole lot of nothing. Everyone was really super psyched about it. I think it's just because it's Batman and Superman, and
It's the fact that we got to see something.
But it's
Did you get to see anything? Because when I heard about this before, it was a grimace off.
basically, yeah, not the big purple guy from McDonald's, but yeah.
Yeah.
Batman basically turns on the bat signal, which is fatter, like the Frank Miller looking bat logo, and it shines up in a cloudy sky, and poof, there's Superman, copied and pasted from Injustice, basically, graphics and everything. Just they didn't even. It doesn't even look like Henry Cavill at all. And then it cuts back to Batman in his RoboCop-looking armor, and he just goes, and then goes back to Superman, and that's it.
Oh, you forgot
What would
glowing
be-
eyes.
Oh yeah, his eyes are. He's got that, and in his weird RoboCop armor, he's got the blue eyes.
Oh,
Like the little
Superman's
visor eyes?
It's not like a beam. It's not like Geordi from Star Trek. It's like actual half circles.
I was thinking about Arkham Asylum,
Nope.
where when he goes into detective mode, he has the lenses.
Nope. It's just like half circles.
I can make this trailer better already. Here's my idea. Batman turns on the bat signal. You have Superman up there. And Batman goes, and Superman's like, and then it cuts back to Batman, but he's 90s animated Batman. And he does the grimace again, and it's 90s Superman. And he's doing the grimace. They just keep switching from each incarnation of Batman and Superman. Like Adam West with the little fucking drawn on eyebrows and stuff like that.
I don't know.
Zoid.
I wasn't excited for it. I mean, I'm still excited for the movie just because I'm a nerd, but
I'm hopeful, but I'm definitely thinking, I've said this on the podcast before, I'm thinking it's going to fail. I think it's going to absolutely flop.
it has every chance to, yeah.
Well, every movie has every chance to fail. I think this has an increased chance to fail.
Being involved with DC.
Yeah, like at least I can watch like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and be like, this has a definite chance to fail.
Well, hold on, because you can't say DC because different companies own different parts of that.
All right, the parts that involve Batman and Superman, Wonder Woman.
Are you saying
Flash.
that Batman, none of the Batman, there's never been a good Batman movie?
No, I'm not. I'm saying my thing. It instantly comes down to the fact that there's Superman in it.
Yeah. Well, I absolutely hate Superman as a superhero.
I like how that's the argument. It's like, well, there's someone with superpowers, so now the movie's ruined.
No, it's not that someone has superpowers. No, it's that it involves Superman, and Superman is kind of like never done well in the movies. At
Like,
all.
Yeah, Man of Steel was.
Yeah.
I didn't
And
hear
because
much
he-
about it after like 2 months after it came out, and then all its popularity disappeared.
Because he did well, he's going to also be paralyzed.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's the pattern, unfortunately. But it's okay because if you notice, every game developer that's made a Superman game has not been paralyzed because they've never been good ever. Superman 64. I'm glaring at the camera for those listening to the audio podcast.
Yeah, and I don't get the point of Batman versus Superman. Because Superman would whoop the dog shit. As much as I love Batman, Superman would whoop the dog shit out of him. Because he's super powered.
Batman's suit is lined with kryptonite.
That doesn't help him in the atmosphere. Where it's like, oh, I'm feeling kind of weak. Fling.
Okay, well then he just kind of hangs back and cooks him in his stupid kryptonite suit with his eyeballs.
There really is no positive
Yeah, I know.
argument.
A motherfucker can fly. If Wild Wild West taught me anything, flying has advantage.
That's what you took away from that movie?
Will Smith got naked with a hat on his dick.
Magnets are dangerous.
Yes. Magnets are dangerous. As that whole horrible scene comes back to my mind. That would be like my worst fucking nightmare. What else happened in Comic-Con? Like, was there any other big things? I know they showed Thanos.
They did. Well, I don't know if it was at Comic-Con that they did it or not.
But it's
They
in the
probably
same
did.
time
Yeah.
period.
They finally released the image of Josh Brolin as Thanos, which looks a little bit different from the teaser at the end of the Avengers, but
It does look good.
It
I
still
actually
looks-
saw
yeah.
that.
they stayed really true to the comic. They didn't try to like make a new Thanos that like
Yeah, new hip Thanos. Like new hip RoboCop.
Oh.
It's because Thanos doesn't give a fuck.
He really, he's always trying to impress a girl. That's Thanos. He's just.
Well,
Thanos
you
gets
say
all the bitches.
A girl.
Oh,
What
okay.
you really
So
mean is death.
I thought it was the incarnate of like chaos.
Death.
Well, is it death?
Yeah,
It
that
is
hence
death.
the end of the Avengers when he said to defy them or to challenge them would be to court death, and he gets a little creepy smile, like hey hey hey.
Oh, okay.
Crooked.
'Cause,
It's the same person that Deadpool is infatuated with. And speaking of him,
Oh yes, the leaked trailer. I'm throwing the quotes around it because we saw the super grainy version, and then they came out with like the actually.
But the next day, like, oh, here's the high quality test footage for the Deadpool movie that's not been picked up by anybody.
It needs to be like it. That trailer sold the movie for me. Like I'm already a Deadpool fan.
Yeah.
And I want to see a movie made out of it, especially since Ryan Reynolds would be at the helm.
Yes.
But it needs to be made. If you haven't seen this trailer, go to YouTube, just type in Deadpool, you're going to find it.
Yeah.
And it is just so it's dripping with his character.
Yes.
It's gonna happen now. A company. One of the movie people. I forgot what they're called.
Producers?
No, like the companies.
production companies.
Whatever.
Miramax?
Yeah, somebody's gonna pick it up.
20th Century Fox.
No.
Well, the funny thing about that
Legendary.
is that
Pixar.
if you watch the trailer or the test footage, at the very, very end of it, he says, "Hi, Tom," and everyone thinks it's "Hi, Mom," but it's "Hi, Tom." If you listen to it closely, you can tell it's "Hi,
Yeah.
Tom." And the reason that he's saying that, he's actually, we know that anyone that's a fan of Deadpool, we know that he likes to break the fourth wall. But he's going a step further this time and referencing someone that we don't fucking know. Tom, I forget his fucking last name. He was the chairman of Fox, who I believe initially was the one that didn't want to pick it up, but he's no longer the chairman of Fox anyway. So, but
To be fair,
big
Fox
middle finger.
goes through chairman and stuff like that like crazy. Like, you and I are both fans of Titus, and if you ever heard him talk about his TV show, in the 3-4 seasons that he had, there was 3 or 4 different chairmans. Like, each year that he was going back to the TV show, it was like, hey, here's the new boss.
And then now for his new season, whenever that happens, it's going to be a different chairman.
Yes.
And we were briefly talking about, before all this on B-roll footage,
B-roll.
if this
Or
Deadpool
bold
movie,
footage.
if this Deadpool movie can be made any other way than CGI, and I don't think there is
No.
another way.
No, Deadpool is one of those characters that I've always, like, you play the video games of him, you look at the comics, and his body just, he throws it in such a weird way that I don't think that you can actually mocap that
Yeah.
without,
to some
like, fire
degree,
effects
yeah.
and stuff like that, like, constant.
Yeah.
I mean, it would just be so much better in CG, because then when something happens to Deadpool, like it usually does, like his head getting cut off, you don't have to do that, like, quick live action to cut to CGI and then cut
But
back.
that means it's going to be expensive.
Worth it.
For the fans, yeah.
Worth it
For everyone.
Some company is going to have to take the plunge because they don't know Deadpool yet. The people in suits that are in charge, I don't fucking know who he is.
I got a great way to introduce them to them, and that's have him show up. Just Ryan Reynolds in full Deadpool gear, like, hey guys, I got a great idea for a movie.
He's sitting on someone's desk.
Lap. Like, he'll bust down through a ceiling tile, walk across the table, and sit in new Tom's lap.
Other little nuggets from ComiCon would be the Avengers, not panel, but like a display that they had.
Yeah.
They had little podiums for people from the Avengers or from the new Avengers movie. They had one that looked like Ultron, but it was like the top half of him, and it wasn't painted. So I don't know what that really was.
Weird.
But then
What do you mean not painted? Like,
it was like gray. It was all gray.
that the Ultron's always just like all
But it wasn't
steel.
polished at all. It was like,
Could have been like the Ultron that was in development.
maybe.
Like, is that, I don't know. I didn't see it.
I don't
so
know why
have-
they'd bring that to Comic-Con, though, if it wasn't like polished.
Shit, we need a 13th thing.
Fuck,
Give me that.
Fuck.
Like, there's some intern running with it through Comic-Con. Like, crap. I'm so fucking fired.
They had like podiums for other thing, like pretty much every character they could kind of tease something with. Iron Man's was a humongous fucking gauntlet coming out of the podium, which everyone is thinking is going to be the Hulkbuster armor, which would be awesome.
Yes. Especially if they keep having Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like him so far. I love Edward Norton as an actor.
Edward Norton would have been great if Hulk was more serious.
Yeah,
Like, if they went with, like, how his movie did with the serious Hulk and, like, the, I'm running away, I'm trying to control the
Yeah.
thing. But for the stage that Hulk is at in the Avengers, Mark Ruffalo, hands down, is the best.
Yeah, this iteration of Hulk in the Avengers, yeah, someone like Edward Norton. But it's way better than it, and everyone has to agree, it's all better than Eric Bana.
That was pretty bad.
The other thing that was kind of interesting, and I'm not a big a fan of him as you are, but they had Cap's shield up there. And that was like the
Yes.
focal point. But his shield was cracked into about 3 pieces. So
Death of Captain America.
I was going to say, man, tune in for the Falcon being in Captain America 3.
No, not before Civil War, which is the next thing they want to do.
Do you think that's going to be the next Avengers
Everyone,
movie?
okay, well, they did another lineup for all of the phases of Marvel movies, and that was what it led up to. Granted, that's fake. That could very easily be, like, plot-wise, exactly where they... If they're not going that way already, they should be.
Yeah, it would make sense with the Ultron movie coming out, because then
Yes.
that's the whole abuse of power argument, which is Civil War is based off of.
Yes. And there's already awesome fan-made posters all over the place of half of the Captain America poster and half of the like Iron Man, and it says
And
which
it's
side
like-
are you on?
Yeah, the red and blue contrast to them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. The only other thing that really of note came out of ComiCon, other than really cool cosplays, was the Mad Max trailer.
See, I wasn't originally excited for a new Max. I was not originally excited for a new Mad Max movie until I actually saw this trailer. I watched it on YouTube, and I'm re-pumped. I'm not gonna lie, Thunderdome, as awesome of a concept as it was too scary with Tina Turner.
I'm the king of Bartertown.
See, mine was kind of
Rabble.
reversed. I was super stoked for Mad Max, especially when I heard who was playing him. And then I saw the trailer, and the trailer, like, whoever put their trailer together doesn't really know how to put trailers together, because there's no action really at all. It's not a trailer that you watch and go, yes, give me more of that, because it's all like exposition, and I don't know. It's just,
I think the trailer to me, I think that was trying to set more up of this is the apocalypse. You know, the whole like desert, all of that bullshit that was behind Mad Max before the awesome, you know, steel boomerangs.
it makes it look like a drama and not like an action movie.
Oh god,
Isn't that like the first one anyways? Is like he's living as a part of a community and they're kind of like in really shitty streets.
no, it's more like Waterworld, but with desert and gasoline.
Alright, that's not the one I remember for Mad Max.
Are
but
you thinking of like the original, like Mad Max,
original?
like where he's in a cop against the street bike gang?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, no, this one's not. That Mad Max doesn't exist. Because I made the mistake as a younger kid, like going, "Oh, Mad Max," thinking of the Road Warrior.
right.
I'm like, "This is gonna be amazing." I'm watching. I'm like, "When did they get to the desert part?" It's awful. Like, but sorry, this just triggered in my mind. It's awful because I watched Mad Max and then I watched The Warriors, which is what Mad Max could have been like the
Yeah.
same kind of like pulpy feeling and the, you know, because they went with the over exaggerated like 80s biker gangs,
Right.
which I can't remember the main guy's name, but he was just like so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like they could have went with like more of a Warriors vibe, and that totally would have sold Mad Max in that direction. Did they? I never finished like the original Mad Max. Did they ever explain how he went from like Mad Max to the Road Warrior?
I don't remember. It's been way too damn long.
Yeah, like I was just thinking about that, where it's like, because it was Mad Max, the original was in a cityscape,
And then it went post-apocalyptic.
and yeah, and then went post-apocalyptic. So it's like, man, I'm sure glad that I stopped those guys. What the fuck is that? They just bombed our gasoline and our greenery.
But thank God for that OG Mad Max stuff, because without it, we wouldn't have the games that we love to play today.
Yeah, Fallout.
Fallout, yeah.
Borderlands.
Yes, absolutely. And then they at CamelCon, I know that they did the
Hold on, what's CamelCon?
CamelCon.
Yeah, what's CamelCon?
It's a cigarette convention.
I actually think that might be the name of their conventions.
I hope they have conventions?
Yeah.
I know they have like those Camel Crushes, but like, is there any more innovations? Like, would they have a yearly convention?
I think they do.
Like, come here, Sonny, smoother flavor. Yeah, but like your exhibit
Just in front of a school or what? Why are they calling people Sunny?
So
because they only hire carnival barkers.
instead of water tanks, they just have oxygen stations.
Well, oxygen tents where it's like it's too much.
Or they have coffee grounds at everyone to clear your palate for the next one.
Yeah.
Put me back in, coach.
But a Mad Men booth would be at every convention of there.
Yeah.
It's, all it is cigarettes and whiskey and sex. It's glorious.
Is that the operating one? Where they're
That was
doctors?
Nip Tuck.
Are
Yeah,
you
no.
denying the fact that they're more likely getting martinis?
Yeah. But I totally forgot where we were going with this. One of the things I saw from ComiCon
Yes.
was the nerds did something along the lines of the Borderlands prequel, hyping up the Tales of the Borderlands game that's coming out.
Oh yeah.
And they did like a laser tag thing for it. And I'm getting increasingly psyched for the Telltale games.
Oh, I haven't seen anything for the Telltale game. Just the pre-sequel. The pre-sequel, not the Telltale games one.
Different people, and then the other one's on the moon.
Yeah, and you play as Wilhelm.
Yeah, they're both of those are going to be just awesome. Like the Borderlands series can do no wrong in my eyes right now.
The other
wait.
Naysayer.
The other cool thing they have, and this will shut you up, is they had an Assassin's Creed obstacle course in front of the convention center.
You would fail. I don't care. I don't care what tattoos you have. You would fail.
It's like
So you think.
American Ninja Warrior, but like super, super dumbed down. Like
Yeah.
you can't fail. Yeah, it was pretty funny to see some of the neck beards because they'll show like footage of people doing.
So
it.
is it you can't fail, or is it you shouldn't fail? And some people still
I
did?
didn't see anybody fail.
I didn't hear of anybody failing either.
But if somebody's failing something that easy, do you want to put that do you want to sadden your trailer of like your
Oh,
exhibit?
no, I'm saying like from other people talking about it.
Oh.
Because if somebody fails something that easy, people are gonna talk about it. But I haven't heard anything.
It's basically like it's okay. So I said American Ninja Warrior, which we all know is easier than
Yeah, it's Diet
original.
Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
it's even a step down from that. I'll say and be like American Gladiators, a dumbed down version of that. 'Cause
So it's like Diet RC Cola at this point.
Pretty much.
it's basically like an incline with a rope. I mean, they had like a bunch of different like stations, and like the opening one from Ninja Warrior, the like left and right like slanted thing. You know what I'm talking about? Where they like run and they like jump on like
Yeah,
Domino's
the
steps.
little quad step or whatever it is.
yeah.
That was the hardest obstacle they had that entire thing.
But the pads were like huge.
Yeah.
Like,
They're like inches from each other, where it's just you pretty much just walk across. them.
basically, yeah.
And they were super gripped.
It was just funny to see a lot of the neck beards and like,
I'm an assassin.
and at the very end is a leap of faith. So all of the cool people were doing it like how it happens in the games, and you can
A little
almost hear,
front flipper.
"Ah," yeah, and then like the guys that were like I'm bowing out, I'm not that athletic. They'll just kind of like, just like
Like how far down was
It was 15 feet, I think?
yeah,
See, now I would be one of those guys.
but
That,
it's a huge like poof.
Yeah.
Like it's not a haystack. It's like one of those big inflatable like landing things.
still, because I don't like being
Huge.
gravity's bitch.
It's huge.
I still might have bowed out. That might have been like the sad kid on top of the water slide going, I don't want to go down this.
Well, I didn't see like a bitch ladder on the way down, so you at that point you
Well, the
you
obstacle
jump-
course is easy enough. You just go back. It's not like it's a
You
challenge.
just
to go
play the
other
gladiator
way.
roll on the
It
way
will-
back and try and knock everyone off.
Exactly. They should totally
Oh
get
my
Ninja
God.
Warrior. Oh, you have your epiphany first, and I'll have mine.
You'd have to have known that obstacle course was going to be there, but dressing up and cosplaying as an American gladiator and just staying on the obstacle course would have been awesome.
Yes. Can we do that for the zombie run at the Phoenix ComiCon?
You don't want to get
Zombie
run
walker?
over.
No.
Yes, I'm totally doing that. I'm invading the DOCD's zombie walk, and I'm just going to be an American gladiator. So that way, as survivors are trying to get away from zombies, I'm just going to be sitting there with like big foam pads, like pushing people
Yeah.
back.
Be careful because you don't want to get run over.
I say, or a tennis ball cannon.
You know what I'm talking about?
Hmm?
You didn't hear about that at Comic-Con either?
No.
They had a zombie walk at Comic-Con. Did you hear about this?
Yeah.
Zombie walk at Comic-Con. I don't know if they didn't have it blocked off properly or they just wasn't supposed to be blocked off at all. But
Something got messed up in
huge
communication.
amounts of zombies crossing the street, and a car pulls up. And the car is sitting there, and the zombies, they're having fun. They're like, "Moo," like touching the car and like walking past. What all of the zombies don't know is that the car is full of an entire family, 4 people, of deaf people.
Yeah.
And they're not hip to what's going on.
Yeah.
So,
Oh no!
They're sitting there for a good couple of seconds before they start to move. And they ran over a couple of people and just like broke this huge line of zombie walkers and like and just like took off. Like, oh god.
They're gonna get us!
We have to run away.
Oh, Instant!
Did they bite you?
Yeah.
What?
That's fucking horrible. Oh god, that's the worst.
Going to hell.
Totally going. Oh, I can't imagine how freaky that would like if they weren't. Because I picture that even deaf drivers must be as bad as like bad drivers at some points. Where like you're sitting there on a cell phone or something like that, and being unaware that this thing's happening around you, and then like you look up and there's zombies on the hood of your car.
And it's just
I want to know how close that was to the convention center, though, because if you're in San Diego,
You should be hip to what's going on, at least a little bit.
yeah,
Unless they were tourists.
Oh god, deaf family
They're
on
just
vacation.
visiting.
They just happen to go through San Diego. There's fucking
We're
zombies.
going to the beach!
What's going on?
They were going to Disneyland or something like that. They're picturing this grand like happy family vacation. Happy.
Yummy!
I think the second soundbite of you is still going to be a zombie-related soundbite. Because your first one was the redneck doing zombies better get to Walmart. And that might be the soundbite for the fucking episode. Oh, fuck. We broke Scott. I can see Scott.
Can you imagine how heroic the dad felt? Like, hang on, high score.
Oh, goddamn. How do you explain that to your children afterwards? Like, you remember those zombies?
Nanny the hero.
Don't listen to what anyone else says. And he looks up, he's like, Dad, I can't. Oh, shit. I think we have to do a plug now after that little bit of horribleness.
Have to make ourselves feel better.
I guess. I don't...
Do something good for the
Laughing
community.
at a disabled family running over.
Yeah,
like,
probably the most terrifying
it was a
vacation.
60-year-old lady too that filed a complaint that got hit first or worst or something that was in the zombie walk.
I'm just trying to picture the headline now. Like, deaf family runs over a 60-year-old zombie.
That's not as good as the headline that said, Orlando Bloom vaults over couch to punch Justin Bieber in the face. Leonardo DiCaprio cheers him on. That's a fucking headline.
Yeah, that pretty much tells you the entire story in it. Let's get to the plug.
Yeah.
We don't have a plug this week, but if you want to hear this voice, these people talk about your product, your service, you should totally email cogstopproductions@gmail.com with your advertising. We do promo swaps, we do everything, and now we have a video podcast, so maybe we could throw a little commercial in for you. Maybe that's what you want. Is that what you like?
Show him the goods.
Show him the goods.
Don't.
Yeah, just big black sensor bar.
You're going to send them away.
Oh, no, please come back. We're sorry.
We're sorry.
No, we're not. We're sitting here talking about the death.
Yeah, we didn't say sorry.
And that's what we're
once.
sorry about is male upper nudity. But we just made like the most horrible fucking jokes about it. Well, they're not going to listen. Done. I killed Scott. Calling it. Yes.
God damn you, Pat.
There's also a hilarious post on Reddit that was kind of not as helpful as it might have seemed. It said "caution, hot surface," and it was like written in braille, like "Don't touch this."
Son of a bitch! Are we this dumb?
If there's any like
As a species, are we this dumb?
Yes.
if there's any disabled people, there's nothing I can say that would have made that any better.
Yeah, like you already dug yourself deep, so it's just like fucking spike the shovel. Just claim that little grave. Oh shit!
I have a headache.
Oh, it's so good though. Rob, you told me off the air that a band has come back with a new hit single.
Nirvana.
No.
Fuck no. It's gonna take 2 more bullets to reunite your Nirvana.
Hold on. I have to find the name of it too, because the name in itself is hilarious of how terrible it is.
Viewers, hold on to the edge of your seat. This may be the best thing ever since deaf people running over zombies.
So, Limp Bizkit is back.
Like
And-
biscuit, for the record, keep in mind that's spelled Bizkit.
And I don't know if that
Bizkit.
guy with the black eyes is...
Wes?
Yeah, I don't know if Wes is in there or not. All I know is that
Sure shit, Fred Durst.
Fred Durst looks like a homeless person, and he sounds like a homeless person.
Oh.
The song is called "Endless Slaughter," which is what happens to your ears when you listen to the song.
It's like I can still hear the lamb screaming.
It doesn't make any sense. It's not like there's no like. It doesn't feel like there's any time. I can only get 30 seconds in. That's as far I tapped at that point. You can't sit through the song and keep like. I'm not like it's like a beatnik like song, but
Yeah,
like, you
like,
can't keep tempo to it. It doesn't make any sense. It just.
I'm just thinking of like jazz version of like I did it all for the nookie. Come on, the nookie, come on. You can take that cookie and stick it up your head.
Do yourself a favor and listen to it. At least a couple seconds worth. And then it's like going to IHOP. It's just going to make you feel so much better about yourself.
It's one of those things like you walk into the Denny's and it's like, this is why I don't eat here.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This okay. I just can't believe that he listened to that. He's like, yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah, music, bitch.
It's no, don't relate him to Jesse, because Jesse is awesome, and this guy is
Not.
Yeah, on your homeless scale, he's probably getting a lot of your money.
Yeah, he's probably doing very well for looking homeless.
Yeah.
I almost feel bad for Fred Durst because I know that he was like, yeah, no, Limp Bizkit's dumb. We're not gonna do that. I'm gonna be a director now, and like some of his movies have been like,
He directed movies.
yeah, he did that. What was that one? The Population 402 or whatever. It's some number. It is the whole premise of the movie is like this town can only have like X number of population. It's like cursed or something like that. So as soon as like a baby's born, they're like, hey, great, hey, grandma. And these two wander into town, and it fucks up the balance of the population. And so now they're like trying to survive because the population's like, oh, well, we're just going to kill the people that showed up. So that way we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Couldn't you just kill the two nearest people to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are people that you live with. These two people are strangers. Just kill them.
If I remember correctly, I think he directed and acted in it. I think he was
Jesus
the lead.
Christ. Did he play homeless guy number 4?
Why would he be the lead and be homeless guy number 4?
Oh, I didn't know. I just assumed he... No. Me assuming that he knows that he can't act enough to be a lead.
But he was in a music video with Halle Berry for, whatever that fucking movie was that I can't remember.
You probably told me
Gothic.
it's My Way.
It's My Way?
No.
Or the highway.
Or The Highway.
But the greatest thing about this is that, Fred Durst has such momentum that it's just going to keep, rolling.
What?
Rolling.
Oh, come on.
Rolling. Yeah?
Yeah. But I can't imagine the spread they have at sets, hot dog flavored water and
Just hot dog soup. Like, is this what he wanted? I
That's
think
what he-
that's what Mr. Durst wanted.
I did.
Like,
he,
Pauly Shore's there, like, making it, like, all right, buddy.
he would be at home, like, just slurping up some of that gruel, too, because he looks like he probably got those gloves with, like, one of the fingers, like, not missing, and he's like,
like the Gambit thing going on. So what?
Fred Durst, if by any chance this ever reaches you, just stop.
Watch, this will reach him in some way, but it'll be like 2 years afterwards, like after we've been introduced to him on some level.
I'm gonna get murdered by some hobo that nobody knows.
Yeah, like it'll be like one thing where we met him at something. It's like, oh, it's great to meet you. And it's like, yeah, and like a month later, he's like, hey, I was listening to your podcast and number 18,
and it's on video, so I can't be like, oh, that was Josh.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, Scott played the wise role. He just shut the fuck up as soon as we were talking about Limp Bizkit. He's like, what other bands shouldn't come back? Like, I'm always firmly against ICP.
Well, they're still here.
I know. They should just go
They're
away.
still making movies.
It's goddamn it.
Are they?
Yes.
I have no
Oh.
idea. I just
Do
assume
they have Fred Durst as a lead?
He's their
As
director.
hobo number 4?
he's responsible for the creative vision.
Oh, God.
Oh. So he supplies the drugs.
Like, oh, I just lost the band name. Rob, go.
But you just had a good one. I could see it in your eyes.
Yeah, but I think you have a better one.
No, mine's just a
Stretch.
mine's just a personal attack on the band that I already don't like, which is the Beatles.
Well, you know, one of them's dead. 2 of them? One.
More than one. I think there's only 2 left.
So 50% of the band's dead.
No.
The Beatles is a 4-man troupe. If 2 of them are dead,
I hate them. I'm pretending
They
like you
hate
know
you
white
too.
people music, Scott.
yeah,
I
you
love the
shut,
Beatles.
You shut up during Limp Bizkit. That you chose what side you were on. And no, Bone Thugs and Harmony are not coming back.
Yes, they did.
They did?
They did.
Oh God!
They sound exactly the same. They forgot that they're not in the 90s anymore. Yes, I appreciate what they did for music. Awesome, thank you. I like one song by them, but I like every other cover of it better.
They're one of
Which
those
song
bands.
would that be?
While my guitar gently weeps.
Oh yes, Jake Schimbacher.
Yes.
Absolutely. They're one of those bands. Like it's kind of like I had the same thing with Tears for Fears, where it's like they come out with a song and it's like, yeah, I know I compared the Beatles to Tears for Fears. Fuck me. But they come out with a song like Mad World, and it's like, oh cool, we did this version of the song, and like someone
Tears for Fears.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like Gary Jules comes by and goes, oh okay, here's the new thing, and like the new thing's like shine. It's like the briefcase from Pulp Fiction. It's just like radiating light.
It's like anything Jimi Hendrix touched.
Exactly, and it's just like haha.
Or even the artist go, that was way better.
Yeah. Spin Me Right Round didn't. Who are those guys?
Dope. Dope.
Yeah, they did that one, and that one was like way more intense and just
And then some rapper and rapette did a cover
a
of it.
duet,
I don't
a rap duet of it.
it was bad. They just sampled, like most rap songs, they just sampled the catchy part and then put in their own shit afterwards.
So, I think the band that I'm gonna go with is Good Charlotte.
Why?
It's because like that sound of music has gone away. Like they've gone away from
Well, careful now, because The River is still played on the radio today.
The River is like their one shining example, but the kind of like I don't want to call them emo.
Whiny punk.
Yeah, whiny punk. Like the Blink-182 days, the Sum 41
Yeah.
days. Those days are gone.
The good old days.
The good old days where we're in too deep.
That guy looks like shit now, by the way.
Well, duh. His old girlfriend, Avril Lavigne, is fucking Chad Kroger. He's feeling pretty down on life.
I got dumped for someone that has ramen noodles for hair.
That might be a title. Yeah, I'm sure that his life isn't going the way that he was planning when he was, doing guitar solos at a gym pool. In Too Deep music video. Check it out. But yeah, I don't know. I can't think of any other bands. Like Good Charlotte was just the one that came back to mind where it's like, no, just stay. Just don't try. Please don't try.
Yeah.
Like you have your big pile of money, just like it. Just keep going with Paris Hilton's uglier friend. Nicole Richie?
Everyone?
Well, like everyone's uglier than Paris Hilton, or like Paris Hilton only associates with ugly people?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Making sure.
I was gonna say she's setting the bar.
I was gonna say no. I was gonna talk about his bar. Like Paris Hilton's like, fuck yeah. It's like, oh no, Rob, please don't.
We might have to have an intervention.
Yeah, you need to get the fuck out.
Green Day.
Green Day? Like
Green
you kibosh Green Day?
Yes.
They're
That's right.
still here.
Yeah, they're still here.
I haven't heard anything from them since high school.
That's
That's
because
not their fault.
Yeah, it's not their fault. It's your fault because they are on the radio.
Just because you don't listen to them doesn't mean they went away.
They're too
They
busy
went away
being in
from
the
me.
Simpsons movie and musicals.
If shit was that easy to fix, we wouldn't have Nickelback. We wouldn't have.
Yeah, it would just be like-
we wouldn't have all these bands out there.
It would just be like one of those movie moments where it's like, if you just don't believe in them, they'll go away.
I just see him dying like that fairy in Peter Pan, like clap if you believe.
No.
And everyone in the crowd's like,
No.
But no, when I was in high school, took a 16-hour, or I think it was like a 16-hour trip to Utah.
and 15 and a half hours of it were Green Day.
15 and a half hours of it were When September Ends.
Oh, God. That is like a...
Why
fucking-
did you even have the radio on after like 30 minutes?
It was the bus driver, and everybody was like, "Yeah, keep it on," because somebody had the CD.
I would be so worried about being in the bus with that person. They're sitting there holding the steering wheel crying, like, "Hey, the wife took the kids. I can take all of you."
Well, no, the worst part was we were there for 4 days, and for 4 days, that's the only song that anybody ever fucking played. I had to listen to it for 5 days straight.
Oh,
I think your group was specifically fucking with you.
Yeah.
Because no normal group of people is gonna sit there for an entire car ride, then the entire trip only listen to that, and then the entire car ride back.
That's
Again,
choir.
Especially
Nope.
since, like, there's so many.
They would have switched it at
other-
some point to like Rent or something gay.
yeah.
No, that would have been the theater group.
That's true.
Oh,
Well,
you're
since
saying, sir?
I'm gonna stick with the requirements for mine.
Yeah,
Fuck you
that
and your
they've
Band's not
lapsed.
around anymore.
And I'm going with Bahamut.
Oh.
Who Let the Dogs Out? It was their
Who?
big
Who?
thing. It
Do they
was
have another
great,
one?
and they disappeared, and afterwards they're gone. Please stay gone forever.
Like, just one of those one-hit
Think they
wonders
did.
where they're like, woohoo! And just disappear into the ether.
Yes.
Little do you know they're working right now on a comeback.
We put the dogs back in.
They're making a musical.
God no.
Yes, that's right. Like a Jamaican musical about dogs on the loose.
B.I.O.
Like, don't get me wrong, the song was fun, it was catchy,
No, don't.
but no.
The first time you hear it, yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of other terrible washed-up bands that I don't even know if you can call it a band that shouldn't be around, that aren't around to my knowledge, but are still for some reason coming back on the radio, and it's scaring the fuck out of me. I've heard at work I have to listen to 95.5 The Mountain. They don't have.
Yeah, the peak's gone.
Yeah, they don't have a DJ that I've ever heard of.
They just changed the
The peak to the mountain.
Yeah.
And now they don't have a DJ. They just have one guy's pre-recorded voice that plays little tidbits in between songs.
Doesn't that sound like settling? Like the peak is like the top of the mountain. They're like, the mountain.
Yeah.
It's like we just got there it is.
They've been playing Mambo number 5.
Oh my mother of God, Lou Bega.
Yes.
Hopefully, Mambo doesn't make a resurgence.
God, no.
Why, you don't need a little bit of Monica in your life?
Shut up.
A little bit of Lena is what I need.
A little bit of Gina's what I see.
A little bit of Sandra in the Sun.
My God.
I had to jump in on this train. It's worth it. Oh, don't worry. We'll just do.
Yeah,
Wake me
yeah,
up.
Scott. The Mambo train has no brakes.
It's called the fuck train.
Check out our Facebook at facebook.com/CoxUpProductions for that joke. Oh, God.
Just have that synth stuck in your head for the rest of forever.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Everybody in the car. Let's
I don't
go
have to keep
sex
it stuck in my head.
the-
It doesn't have to get stuck in my head. Catherine likes that song.
Oh,
Yeah. And so whenever it comes on, she blasts the radio.
We feel for you.
It's so hard.
Rob, I think this game came from Reddit that you suggested.
yeah.
Because we have hypothetical dicks. We have the beatdown. What was the game from Reddit that you're talking about involving movies? Since we're talking about horrible things already, let's see if we can end this on the upswing.
It's movies that you would like to see that are G-rated, but you would like to see or would watch remade as R.
So take a G movie and then make it an R movie.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a hard choice.
And my favorite one,
Because I know they suggested some, right?
they did. I don't remember a whole lot of them. The one that I thought of and then scrolled down and found the comments to and then got even more excited for was Aladdin. That was the first one that came to mind. I couldn't remember if it was G or PG or what have you. But
Now sell me on the what's your version of the R-rated Aladdin movie?
I
Like, is
think
Robin Williams still a genie?
I think he would be a genie, but he'd be more like the 24-hour photo Robin Williams.
Oh, creepy genie. Just randomly appears in your house and watches you, genie.
And the first wish that Aladdin's going to have to make is for a new hand because his got chopped off when he stole that loaf of bread.
He didn't get caught. He actually got away. So
Oh, in
they
the
didn't-
R movie, he gets his fucking hand.
Okay,
chopped
so he
off.
does get caught in the R
Yes.
movie. Okay.
And he gets replaced with a robotic hand.
And then when he becomes the prince,
Is this
because-
just a remake of Star Wars?
It's-
I am your father.
no, you're Jafar. Get it right.
That's Iago.
Whatever.
You think Jafar sounded like?
I haven't seen that movie in fucking years. I remember Robin Williams as a genie and fuck else.
Okay, so when he turns into the prince, Prince Ali Ababa.
Gesundheit.
Isn't Prince Ali of Ababa
I don't know.
No, it's Ali
fancy
Ababa.
as he?
Shut up.
Say Alibaba number 5.
The whole town recognizes him. Oh yeah, we love this guy. So what the fuck happened to all the people that used to live there that didn't know who the fuck this guy was? Did they just change all of their minds, or is it a completely new town that all knows him now? Like,
Well, you sure as hell hope is the rapture for their sake,
I
but
just-
most likely.
I just picture them, yeah, because with him being creepy or maybe like a bad genie, he just kind of like poofed them all somewhere else.
Is he one of those like twisted wish genies
Maybe.
He's a Jin. That's creepy.
with a D,
Mm-hmm.
like Django? If I took a G movie and made it into a rated R movie, I don't think that it is G. I think it might be PG. I'm gonna go with it anyways. Mighty Ducks. And because they're all supposed to be like, especially in the second one where they get some like city kids and stuff like that,
Is
like Knuckle
Two, the
Puck.
Knuckle Puck one?
Yes.
Okay.
And it actually just hit Netflix last night. I just got the email for it. It's like,
I'll be watching that today.
But I would love to see that movie rated R, where like Emilio Estevez has like a severe alcohol problem and is like yelling at the kids.
Yeah,
and
that'll
the
be
kids
a stretch.
Yeah,
An Estevez person with a drinking problem.
Yeah. like bigger, badder hockey hits, but they're all like 13, so it's like some 13-year-old's face, like bam through the
Getting
plexiglass,
demolished.
like the Bash Brothers.
Ugh.
The Knuckle Puck kills a small German goalie.
Hits him in the throat or something.
Oh,
Exactly.
Crushes his larynx.
The flying V, they start swinging their hockey sticks and they're just taking out everyone.
no, it's a giant drop kick.
Oh. And it leaves
Like just a
V
5-man.
in the chest.
Just 2 ice skates. Yes, that's my rated R movie. It's Mighty Ducks 2, Get the Duck Out. And Mighty Ducks 3, Duck Off and Die.
Josh?
To be honest, I don't actually know that many G-rated movies. Like, I don't even know if any of the movies I
Pick
do.
a Disney movie.
I was going to say, Lilo and Stitch would be horrifying rated R.
Yeah.
Just picture like blood coming down from his mouth.
Family.
I've never seen it.
Neither have I. I have no idea what that movie's about.
Wall-E. It'd be depressing.
Yeah.
It would just be like The Road, and I can't stop bashing that movie enough. With it would just be very depressing with a little robot who finds love and then she shuts off.
Are you talking about her?
Fuck you. What if we go the opposite direction? Would that help you out, Josh? If we took an R-rated movie and made it a G movie?
Maybe. Then at that point, no. No.
They challenge me to a dodgeball game. It's like 300 dodgeballs.
At that point, I'm stuck between two because you have the Wishmaster series. Having gone from R to
It's just like a bad episode of Goosebumps.
Or the Leprechaun.
or with Cenobites. I can't remember what it's called.
Xenomorphs.
No.
Those are the
They have the little puzzle box. Then unlock the puzzle box. It has Pinhead.
Oh,
Hellraiser?
Hellraiser.
Yeah.
And Hellraiser is G.
So HE double hockey sticks razor.
Heck Razor. It's called Pinhead, but it'd have to be animated, and his head would actually just have to be a pin instead. Just like the little fucking bobble top. I'm a big fan of Tarantino. I'd love to see some of his stuff turn G.
Yeah.
Fuck you, I was going there.
The one that I'm gonna pick is Inglourious Bastards.
I hate you so much.
Bring
Pat.
me, what was it?
1,200 bear skins.
Yeah, 1,200 Nazi shirts.
The Nazis is even kind
Yeah.
of. I don't even know if you can go into the Nazi territory in G.
That's true. We call this one the Hebrew Avenger.
It'd be a whole group of Z's, or the whole rest of the world would have to be Z's, and they would be not Z's.
We're gonna give you something that will stay with you forever. He like puts a sticker.
Yeah, gold star.
There,
Good
now
work,
everyone will
Donnie.
recognize what you are.
Wouldn't actually the gold star be a
Shut your dick hole.
The gold star. Oh god. That's gonna have to be like, I'm gonna have to put like a little block for his sensitivity.
You remember your
It'd be like,
history.
if you see this symbol and you're sensitive to PC stuff, turn away.
What was I just saw another one. Bring me the next one. Not sleeping. What about you? What Tarantino one were you gonna go for?
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh god.
How?
Welcome to the nipple twister.
A nipple?
That
The
nipple?
purple
No.
nurple.
Yeah, the purple nipple.
Purple kitty, smelly kitties.
Big kitty, small kitty.
Oh,
Look at you, apple pie kitty.
If you can find the cheaper kitty anywhere,
Pet it. Oh.
I was saying Pulp Fiction.
Ooh.
There's so many classic
Like
lines in
Tarantino
there
G would just be an amazing web series.
Tarantino.
Hey,
Sounds too
Oh.
Italian.
Garantino?
No.
I don't know.
There's just so many lines in that are iconic that would just be and scenes.
Who's Zed? Zed's sleeping, baby.
Zed's sleeping, baby.
Zed's sleeping.
Whose big wheel is this? The Tonka, baby. Whose Tonka is this?
It's Zed's.
I-
You're gonna drink your drink, but drink it fast. You're gonna go home. You're gonna take a nap, and you're gonna go to sleep.
Easy as that.
Yeah, it's
I just picture, and if it's going from R to G, you got to go full on G, and they have to be puppets.
Oh yeah, that would be great. I'm picturing the Mia Wallace in the bathroom scene where she's snorting the coke, and instead she's just got a handful of sugar. Like,
I said, "Gosh darn,
gosh darn." Like, you can keep the dance scene. That's like the only scene you can keep in the movie. The Jackrabbit Slims.
Yeah.
That's a $5 shake. They don't have cookies in it or nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, and the butt raping scene.
It can't be a butt raping.
It's a tickle attack.
Yeah, it'd have to be a tickle attack or something like that.
That's still equally as creepy, being trapped in a basement by two guys and they're tickling you.
Well, no, one's tickling.
Oh, the other one's...
Yeah, the one's tickling him, and the other one's tickling himself.
Sweating in the corner.
Because wasn't he beating off?
Yeah.
So he'd just be tickling himself, like. and now I've got Grimace back in my head. Oh, son of a bitch! That would be brilliant. Can we get Puppet Tarantino?
We need Jim Henson stat.
He's dead.
How about his
Well,
son?
his company, not him.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
I want the Fraggle Rock people doing this.
With David Bowie as the guy who held a watch in his
Jesus.
ass.
Who would he? He would have to be Jimmy Tarantino.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I never. When Tarantino does his own cameos, I just go, "That's Quentin Tarantino." Like, I can't say his character's name.
Or he'd be the wolf. Who would David Bowie be in the G-rated puppet fiction?
The wolf might be actually a good choice for him. Like, he's just constantly got the orb from the labyrinth.
He looks exactly like he does right now.
Exactly. You see, your uncle Marcellus wants you to have some nice blankets and consider them a gift.
Oh, puppets are saying.
Does it say sleeping puppet storage in my front
Did you
yard?
see the sign in front of my house that said sleeping puppet storage?
Because
Jimmy, you know I didn't see no sign. You know why you didn't see that sign? Because storing sleeping puppets ain't my flipping business. That's why.
ain't any of my business. Like, you would have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
What
flipping.
would they do to Marv in the back seat? Where they're having the argument and John Travolta turns around and shoots Marv,
They just
like, by
they
accident.
just forget him.
Like, that's it. It's like, no, tell me, wouldn't you? And then he turns around, there's nothing in the back seat. Like, oh god, we left Marv.
What are they prepping with when they're going into that place? How many guys up there? 4 or 5? Is that including our guy? Don't know.
We should have brought water balloons for
We
this.
should have squirt guns for this.
Yeah.
No, because it's a gun, and we probably can't do that at G-rated movie either.
They did it in Bambi.
There's a
It was a
movie
silhouette.
that could
There's
go-
an R-rated
Yeah.
movie.
Yes. Bambi's 2. Mom's back.
It'd be a cross between Bambi and Pet Cemetery.
Oh, yes.
That Cemetery G-rated. So happy.
There's
He
way
came
more
out-
kids in little suits dancing. Kids.
What was that movie? It was Tim Burton. The dead dog.
Frankenweenie?
Yeah, that's Pet Cemetery G-rated.
Well, not quite G.
PG,
But, yeah,
whatever. Yeah,
close
whatever. It's
enough.
Tim Burton G. You know?
Yeah, Tim Burton is incapable of making a G movie.
It's true. All right. Well, hey, we're at our hour.
Woo!
So, we gotta go.
Alright, Joe's over. I'm tired.
Yeah. Yeah, you just instantly break, like, American accent. I was like, oh, well, fuck this.
Fuck me.
Yeah. You can check us out on our social media sites. Make sure that you go to cogstopproductions.com. Check out facebook.com/cogstopproductions. Check us out on Twitter at cog_stop. Josh, you're on Twitter, right?
Nope.
No?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
At Man Must Evolve.
Oh, that one? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, harass him at there. Scott, what's yours?
At New Bill Scott.
And Big Dick Rob?
Mine is at cog_stop_Rob.
Very well played. Well, from the depths of Alderaan, we'd like to say, what the fuck is that?
Do you guys smell green?
For more episodes, updates, and other projects, check us out at cogstopproductions.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Cogstop Productions and follow us on Twitter at cog_stop.